An African aviation specialist, Sukman, has questioned Ghana's module in its quest to acquire a national carrier after several failed attempts. According to him, Ghana's decision to have a 15% retainer in the airline and have the investor pushing in capital and management services will not be sustainable in the long term. He spoke to George Queenan.
Government in 2018 engaged Ethiopian Airlines, in which the airline would have contributed funding, equity, aircraft and management services for a new national carrier. However, the deal was held back due to disagreement over key issues, including routes, funding and tenure of the management contract. Government has reconvened the Aviation Committee following a proposed strategy to establish a home-based carrier with Egypt Air. For African aviation specialist Sukman, Ghana's module in the acquisition of the national carrier is not sustainable.
The conclusions we're drawing at this stage and from the information we have as to the model that they want to adopt, we think it will be very difficult to maintain that model. The government wants, I think, a 15% retainer in the airline, whilst the investor would bring in the capital and manage and run the airline. I think that's quite cumbersome, and I think that may hit some turbulence of its own long term. So I do believe that Ghana does merit a national carrier, and I honestly believe that that should be run or certainly owned by the government, but not run by the government. I believe that they should bring the right management in to run it.
He expects government to revise its policy in terms of what it intends to gain from a national carrier.
It's a very, very costly risk. You're looking at millions, tens of millions of dollars to get aircraft in, just aircraft. We don't want a third repeat of history, which is why it has to be fully private, and then the shareholders and then the investors take the risk, or it has to be fully government owned, but the right way.
Ghana is one of several African countries, including Uganda, Zambia, Senegal, that are reviving their national carriers. Ghana has been without a national carrier since the collapse of Ghana Airways in 2004 and subsequently Ghana International Airlines in 2010. The clamor among most industry players is that the new national carrier, beyond giving us some sort of national identity and pride, will also rake in the needed revenue to show up, for lack of better word, Ghana's ailing aviation industry. George Queenan, TV3 News, Kotoka International Airport, Accra.